welcome to the IT Factor. We're Jemmy and I, and we're diving into a new blog post today by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML.
All right.
They're an MSP in Queens, New York,
offering
all sorts of stuff, network management, VoIP, and UCS, cybersecurity compliance. I have Cloud, Microsoft 365, and Azure.
Gotcha.
So if you're a small business owner or manage it for a growing organization, this episode is for you.
For sure.
Stay tuned.
All right. Sounds good.
So an MSP, that's a managed service provider for anyone who's not familiar.
Right.
They basically handle all your IT needs for a monthly fee.
Yeah, like your outsourced IT department.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this blog post, it starts off with this story about Ukrainian soldiers almost getting tricked by Russian hackers.
Interesting.
Using fake QR codes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a prime example of how cybercriminals are getting more creative, right?
Right.
They're targeting vulnerabilities that we wouldn't normally think twice about.
Yeah, I mean...
It used to be all about the spam email, mass spam email. But now they're going after very specific targets.
Yeah.
Using everyday tools like QR codes.
Yeah, it's a bit unsettling. I scan QR codes all the time for restaurant menus to pay for parking, to download apps. I never thought about them being used that way.
It really highlights this big shift in the cybersecurity landscape.
Yeah.
Small businesses, they often think, oh, we're too small to be a target. But that's not true anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, smaller businesses can be more appealing to these attackers because...
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they might not have the same level of security as larger organizations.
So it's like having your back door unlocked.
Exactly.
Because you think burglars only use the front door.
Exactly. That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And the blog post really drives home this point that your employees are often the weakest link.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Even with the best tech in place.
Right.
One wrong click on a phishing email or a malicious QR code can compromise your whole system.
That's a great point. But training employees on all this stuff could be a real challenge.
It can be.
They're already busy with their day-to-day tasks.
Right.
How do you even get them to take it seriously?
That's a great question. And you're right, it's not always easy.
Yeah.
One effective approach is to use real-world examples.
Okay.
Like this QR code incident in Ukraine.
Right.
Show them how these threats can directly impact their work and the company as a whole. Another strategy is to make the training interactive and engaging. Instead of just lecturing them, use quizzes, simulations, or even games to make it more fun and memorable.
Yeah, like gamify it a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
for sure.
Make it fun.
The blog also talks about this idea of layered security measures. I think that's a key takeaway for our listeners.
For sure.
It's not enough to rely on just one antivirus program or a single firewall.
Nope.
You need multiple layers of protection.
Absolutely. It's like building a fortress around your business.
Okay. Each layer makes it harder for attackers to get it.
Right.
Think of it this way. You have your basic antivirus, which is like your outer wall.
Okay.
Then you add a firewall, which is like a moat. And on top of that, you have things like multi-factor authentication, which is like having guards at the gate.
Okay, I'm following you.
Good.
So where should a small business owner even start with all this?
Yeah.
It can feel overwhelming.
It can be a lot.
Yeah.
A good first step is to assess your current security posture.
Okay.
What measures do you already have in place?
Right.
Are your software and systems up to date? Are your employees trained on basic security protocols?
Yeah.
Once you have a clear picture of your current situation, you can start prioritizing what needs to be improved.
That makes sense. The blog post mentioned that CDML offers a range of services to help with all this, right?
They do. They provide everything from network management and cloud solutions to cybersecurity and compliance services.
Okay.
What's interesting is that they offer VoIP and UC.
Okay.
That's voice over IP and unified communications as a service, alongside those cybersecurity measures, really demonstrating how interwoven these technologies are becoming. They even handle
infrastructure as a service?
Infrastructure as a service, exactly.
So they can basically act as a one-stop shop for all your IT needs.
Pretty much, yeah.
That might be especially helpful for smaller businesses that don't have a dedicated IT staff.
Precisely, having a trusted IT partner can be invaluable for small businesses. They can help you navigate the complexities of cybersecurity and ensure you have the right solutions in place.
So the big takeaway here is that cybersecurity is not just an IT issue.
Right.
It's a business issue.
It is.
In today's digital world, even something as simple as a QR code can be a security threat.
Absolutely.
And the responsibility lies with everyone in the organization, from the owner to the employees, to be vigilant and proactive.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Invest in employee training, implement layered security measures, and consider partnering with a trusted IT provider.
All great advice.
If you want to learn more about how CDML can help secure your business, check out their website or give them a call.
Sounds good.
Now, here's the final thought for you.
Okay.
If QR codes can become weapons, what other everyday tools might become targets for cybercriminals in the future?
That's a good question to ponder.
Thanks for joining us on the IT Factor.
Thanks, everyone.